Hi everyone, welcome to Intuitive Tuesday, and thank you for joining us for another billet reading. The intention for today's billet reading is, what does Spirit want me to focus on this week? So, when you are ready, take a deep breath and clear your mind. Think about the numbers 1 to 6 and see which one you are drawn to the most. Once you are ready, continue listening or skip to the number you chose to find out what message from Spirit awaits you today. Number 1. If you were drawn to number 1, Spirit wants you to focus on deciding what it is that you want. Oftentimes we complain that nothing is going our way or that we are having trouble manifesting the things we want in life. In order for the universe to send the right opportunities your way, you have to be very direct and clear about what it is that you want or what it is that you want to achieve. If you are not 100% certain of what it is, you most likely are sending mixed signals out into the universe, making it very difficult to attract the things that you think you want. So the message for you this week is clear. Take the time to decide what specifically it is that you want and put all your focus and intention on that. At the same time, Spirit is also coming through to tell you that you can ask for what you want, but to let go of any expectations or ideas of how you are going to get it or achieve it. The universe and your higher selves knows best, and by having specific expectations, you are limiting yourself and making it more difficult for the opportunities to come through. So blessings be upon you, number 1. Number 2. The message for you today has to do with forgiveness. Not specifically forgiving others, but more about having to forgive yourself. Spirit is coming through, urging me to remind you that you are human, and humans make mistakes. And I'm saying mistakes in quotation marks because one can argue that mistakes doesn't exist and that we should rather look at them as learning opportunities. Anyways, there might be a situation in the past that is causing you to feel a lot of guilt and anger towards yourself. Spirit is asking you to readjust the way that you are looking at the situation. At that moment in time, with the knowledge that you had, with the life experiences that you had, with the coping mechanisms and tools you had, you did the best you could. It's easy now to look back into the past and say, oh, I should have done that, or I should have dealt with it this or that way. But that's not how life works. You are able to look back and think of different ways you could have handled it because you've already gone through that experience and learned from it. But on that day, in that moment, you did the best that you could do at that time. And so now it's time for you to let go and forgive yourself, to move on. You can't go back and change what happened. You can just learn from it and use the experience to grow and develop. Blessings be upon you, number 2. Number 3. This week, Spirit wants you to pay more attention to your self-talk. You are asked to really become aware of the way you think about yourself and the way you talk to yourself. Are you perhaps very critical of yourself and are constantly telling yourself, I'm not pretty enough or smart enough, or I'm really not a good driver, I'm a bad friend, a bad mother, a bad sister, brother, etc. Would you ever say those things that you tell yourself out loud to another person? If your friend comes to you with a problem or tells you about a mistake they made, would you tell them, "You are so stupid," or "You are a failure." No? Then why do you think it's okay for you to talk this way to yourself? Don't you also deserve compassion and understanding? So this week, Spirit really wants you to not only pay attention to your self-talk, but also to go dig deep and see where this comes from. Why are you being so hard on yourself and so self-critical? And what would happen if each time you think that negative thought about yourself, you replace it with a positive one? Blessings be upon you, number 3. Number 4. If you were drawn to number 4, Spirit wants you to re-examine your priorities this week. You are urged to really think about the things and people that are important to you, and to see if the way you spend your time reflects that. Sometimes we have an idea in our head about what it is that our family needs from us, and so we spend all our time chasing that instead of really focusing on what they really want from us, which is most likely some time and attention. You are asked to specifically focus on ways of communicating and understanding your family or certain family members you might be experiencing conflict with. I do get the sense that there might be someone with whom you are at odds with, and that both of you don't know how to communicate how you are feeling or saying what it is that you need from the other person. So instead of addressing the communication issue, both of you are making assumptions about each other because you don't want to deal with an awkward encounter. Put your pride aside and listen to what the other person is trying to convey. It's not about being right in the situation. It's about caring enough about the other person's needs and feelings that you're willing to be wrong. Blessings be upon you, number 4. Number 5. The message Spirit has for you this week is to focus on doing the things you have been avoiding. Sometimes, especially when you are interested in spirituality, etc., the everyday third-dimensional worldly task feels like a burden and like it's wearing you down. So instead of dealing with it, we sometimes avoid it or try to put it off for as long as we can. You are reminded that you chose to incarnate on earth and to have a human experience, and doing these day-to-day errands are part of the experience. You need to make sure that you are grounded and not using spiritual practices like meditation as an escape from your earthly experience and responsibilities. Running away is not going to solve your problem, and it's better to face them head on and deal with them directly. If you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, take a deep breath and talk to a friend or family member that can support you, or who might even be able to help you with doing the things you need to do. Blessings be upon you, number 5. Number 6. If you were drawn to this number, Spirit is asking of you to challenge yourself this week. You are urged to step out of your comfort zone and to do something you've never done before, or something you've always wanted to do. It's so easy to fall into a rut and to get used to our repetitive day-to-day routines. You are thus asked to, or challenged, to really take a leap of faith and to consciously make yourself uncomfortable and to have a new experience. It is in these moments that we experience enormous growth and development, and it also boosts our self-confidence. Apart from stepping out of your comfort zone, you are also encouraged to expand your knowledge. I keep seeing this image of a pile of open books. So go this week and read a book you won't usually read, or watch a documentary about something you know absolutely nothing about, or start a new hobby. This week is all about growth and expansion and about pushing and challenging yourself. Blessings be upon you, number 6. Thank you all for listening to the short billet readings. Have a great week and please keep safe. Goodbye.